Did you know that nearly 800 dead babies were found hidden in a septic tank by nuns? Yeah, this isn't a story. This happened. Before we go any further, if you want to uncover the darkest true stories from around the world, subscribe now. Hit that bell so you never miss a story buried in shadows. Tuam, Ireland, 2014. A quiet town, picturesque with rolling green fields and cobblestone streets. But beneath the peaceful surface, there was a secret that would horrify a nation. Beneath the grounds of a former Catholic mother and baby home, run by the Bons Secours Sisters, lay a secret buried for decades. Inside what used to be a sewage system were the remains of 796 infants and toddlers. For years, no one knew they were there. Not the town, not the church, not the families. It wasn't until a local historian, Catherine Corless, began sifting through old death records that the horrifying truth began to surface. She found hundreds of certificates spanning decades, from 1925 to 1961. But only 2 of these children had been given proper burial records. The rest disappeared, forgotten, lost in shadows, beneath the very feet of those who promised to care for them. The women who lived there were called unmarried mothers. Shamed by society, hidden away by their families, promised redemption in a world that had already condemned them. They worked for free, scrubbing floors, washing sheets, praying for forgiveness that would never come. Their children, fragile, hungry, sickly, were kept apart, often left alone, ignored. Many didn't survive. And when they died, they weren't buried in marked graves. They were disposed of, hidden beneath the very home that was meant to shelter them. Can you imagine the silence in those halls at night? The rooms where infants once cried, now empty. The sisters walking overhead day after day, praying, teaching, feeding the living, while the dead lay beneath their feet unnoticed. For nearly 60 years, their bodies rested beneath the earth, their names unspoken, their stories unrecorded, until one woman refused to look away. When the truth broke in 2014, Ireland and the world could not look away. Even the Prime Minister called it a chamber of horrors. Reporters flocked to Tuam, families demanded answers. How could nearly 800 children vanish and without a trace? Some whispered of poverty, others of shame. But shame doesn't fill a septic tank with bones. Now in 2025, the government is exhuming the site, trying to name the nameless, piece together their identities, and finally give them the dignity they were denied in life and in death. Tiny fragments of bone tell stories of lives that were stolen. Each child a brief spark in the darkness snuffed out too soon. And the mothers, living with a grief hidden behind decades of silence, forced to watch history bury their pain along with their children. If you're listening to this, don't let their story fade, because silence is what buried them in the first place. If you want to uncover more of these forgotten, horrifying truths, subscribe now. Every story you see here is a story someone tried to hide. Leave a comment with the country you're from, and I'll uncover the darkest true story buried in your homeland next.